Josh is good.
Is that what couples therapy is? I don't know. On deck is the dad of the scene, Rob Hale, and coming to the stage is
Matt Walker.
Matt Walker. Keep it going, guys. Matt Walker, everybody.
Alright, so Saturday night, I heard the cemetery in Montpelier was haunted, so that's what I decided to do. Totally a stereotypical normal thing to do, I know. Spending Saturdays at a cemetery looking for a ghost. But I did see something, I'll tell you what I saw. So it was like skinny legs and like half a torso, and it was like jogging for a couple seconds, and then it disappeared in the moonlight. And I was thinking, I was wondering, that's not really scary as much as it is confusing, because what happened to the other half of his body? And if you really want to make an impression, you can with the top half, not the lower half. So, yeah, that was more confusing than scary. So it was kind of cool, but it was a bit of a letdown that way. Anyone ever have a dream before? Anyone? Okay. I was wondering if I was the only one, so it's good to know. And I think the worst kind of dreams, they're not nightmares, but they're the ones that are both confusing and disappointing, because that's just no fun. So I had this one dream one time. I was having a good time at the wave pool, and then I wanted to go up to the water slide to like slide down to like finish off the day at the amusement park. And right when I got to the top, the slide disappeared, and it turned into stairs, which just felt like the amusement park was saying like a big fuck you, this is the end of summer, have a nice day. Alright. So, here's the story I'm going to end on. About a decade ago, I was with my friends Tim and Scott, and we were in Oregon at a place called Smith Rock. And Scott was one of those guys who always had to prove he was like the toughest and the bravest. If Tim and I would jump off like a 50-foot cliff, he would double it because he would just up us on everything we did. So, for context, the cliff was about 600 feet tall. And he was thinking he'd give it a shot without a rope because he was feeling particularly confident. Tim encouraged the idea, and I went the other direction, thinking that's a bad idea, something might go wrong. So he kind of went up the cliff, and for most of the way up, he was like keeping 3 points of contact, meaning between 2 feet and 2 hands, 3 points were remaining on the rock at most times. So we weren't getting too nervous at first. But then he started going up a little bit more, and he started to fatigue a little bit. And so he got this one section that was really tricky, so he had to go like down a little bit, and then up, and kind of like traverse a little bit to the right. And he was kind of going horizontal along with like keeping both his hands and feet like this. And then at one section, he had a really tricky part, and he swung his legs out, and then like was hanging on just like this. 2 hands just like this, nothing else. And he was really trying to pull himself up. And then what happened? Oh, I'm out of time, so that one's going to end on a cliffhanger. I feel off.